Hi, welcome to Soul Searching and thank you for joining us again. So, this video we're going to go a little bit more into our adoption story. We were born in Korea in October of 1985. We were born probably about a month early, so we were in incubator for a while till about November.
And I swear, I always thought my whole life, I just thought of us in like a chick incubator.
Yeah. When we did like that thing in third grade where we grew like the chickens from
that's
the eggs.
what our mom told us. Like we were put in an incubator, and I still imagine that like just these little babies and like
I agree. Like curled up, like But anyway, so we were born triplets, and our biological parents ended up keeping one of us. So in Korea, there's a very negative stigma against women who get pregnant out of wedlock. And our parents were unmarried. They were very young and disowned. About 24. Disowned by their parents because of their situation. So
they were on their own.
Yeah, they lived in a very undeveloped area of Korea. Very poor. So,
it's not like here where you could get help. There's no government assistance for you. People really look down on you. People really will walk the other way. You know,
it would ruin like our mother's prospects for getting married in the future. And it was just a very negative environment.
And it still is over there. It's getting better, I think. But it still is very hard for young mothers.
Yeah. So, from what we can gather about our birth parents, isn't much. Their age, the fact that they were unmarried. They wanted to take us all home, or they wanted to take one of us home. But the hospital told them they had to take all of us or none of us, so they ended up taking all three of us home for a little bit. We don't know the duration or anything, but they ended up having to bring me and my sister back. Then we were put into a orphanage, Holt, and we were adopted when we were about 6 months. We came to the United States. Our adoptive parents had our older brother Brandon, and then later on they had another baby girl, Michelle. So we have two other siblings, and yeah, we always knew we were adopted. I mean, we always looked different than our siblings and parents.
But not just that, I just think it was like a known thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were never like pulled aside and was like, you're adopted, or like in school they were like, you don't look like your we always just knew we were adopted.
Yeah. We didn't find out till we were a little bit older, late teenager years, that we were triplets. I think our parents were just waiting for the right time so we could process it. But we know nothing really about our triplet besides that they exist.
We don't even know if they're a boy or girl. We just know that they were the last one born, and that our biological parents kept them. But we don't know anything.
Yeah, so that's kind of what our journey is going to be about. Trying to discover, our history. We did do a DNA test. We get that question asked a lot. If we have ever done a DNA test. My sister did. She found a distant cousin that she was able to meet, and she's the one that told us about the tour, or told her about the tour. And then so in 2020 we applied and we got accepted. And then I was diagnosed with breast cancer and COVID hit, so we were unable to go in 2020. We were unable to go in 2021 because of COVID still. And so now it's 2022, and we were very hopeful.
Yes, we have our tickets and our dates and
And
everything.
a passport, and we are ready to go. I'm accepting volunteers for babysitting right now. But
Most of you guys know us, but if you don't know us, this is
I
Janessa.
have 3 kids. Oliver is 4, and then I have Evelyn, or Evie as we call her. She is 7, and then Emma will be 9 in May, and she's my oldest. And I have 2 dogs, and
A husband.
a husband that I've been married to for 10 years in August.
Try 18.
Hmm?
Try 18.
Yeah, she's been married longer and has older kids.
Yes. Vanessa, and yes, Janessa
Janessa
and Vanessa.
Or Joe and Vive.
Just don't even.
We know it rhymes.
Yeah.
We get it. And we look
the
alike.
fact that we're twins and our names are almost the same is not lost on us. But I have a almost 17-year-old and a 13-year-old, and I am married to my husband for going on 18 years this summer, and I live in Indiana.
And she's a beautiful German Shepherd.
And I have a dog. His name is Kimber, and he's a black German Shepherd, and he is my baby.
So we'll be sharing, stories, about our family. But mostly it's going to go into the Korean culture and searching for some kind of closure, hopefully, and also discovering everything about Korea. Food,
Everything.
trends.
It's us. We did not grow up Korean. We grew up in a very upper middle class suburban neighborhood.
We were the only Asian kids, basically, growing up.
And it wasn't bad. We just now, as mothers, and I think as we get older, we are just wanting and needing that culture, that where did we come from, where are our roots. We crave that, and so going to Korea is really going to help that. And just we want to discover that together, and we want to bring that to our families and our friends, and because we are Korean.
And that's where we were born.
Yep. And we want that to be a part of us.
So, and not that our parents never tried to gear us away from that. We grew up in Clinton Township, Michigan. There wasn't a lot of
it's not cultured
Asian culture there. So now that we kind of have our own means and stuff, it's something that means a lot to us, and hopefully will mean a lot to our children and their children eventually.
Yeah, and I think that when we were younger, we wouldn't have appreciated or even wanted to immerse in our Koreanness, because honestly, growing up, I hated being Korean. I hated being Asian. I hated being different. I hated having slanty eyes. I hated having black hair, straight black hair that I couldn't do anything with.
Our little noses.
We look so different from everybody else. I really hated it. And I'll be honest,
Same.
I wanted to be American, blonde, like everybody else, like my friends. And
I used to sit on the bus plugging my nose because I hated
too.
how flat my nose was. So when I was in elementary school, I would literally plug it hoping it would mold to a more Caucasian nose. It never did, but now seeing my kids with my little button nose, I love it. So
yes. Being an adult, it really, I love being Asian, and I'm proud of it now, and I want my kids to be proud to be partly Korean, and both of our kids partly Korean, partly...
Mine are half Caucasian, and hers are half Romanian.
Yeah. But so I don't think that when we were younger we really would have appreciated even going to Korea. like we are now. So it's
And
very
this is
exciting.
a once in a lifetime opportunity. If you don't know a lot about the Korea on Me tour, we're going with a bunch of other adoptees.
Yes.
So there are people that grew up in America or another country, but were adopted from Korea at any age. But
it is a true birth tour. They are taking us to where, our orphanage was. They just really personalize it to the person that's going on the tour, and they spend so much time, and it's all volunteers, and they spend so much time trying to find out where's your meaningful place, where's your adoption agency, where can we find the most information, where do you want to go, what do you want to do. It is a group tour, but I think they really cater.
They really focus on what we can get out of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for them. It's for us. And they really showcase that, which is amazing. So this vlog will be full of tidbits about our tour. And then in a couple months, we'll be actually on our tour, hopefully. And
yes, and we're actually going early. So we plan on doing some fun things because once we're on the tour, it's going to be very busy. But when we're not on the tour, we're going a little bit early, luckily, thankfully. And we have plans on vlogging a lot, going to...
We're going to go to American places like Starbucks,
Yes.
7-Eleven, McDonald's, check out the Korean version of those places. But we also want to get into, what Korea is all about. They have very unique cafes. Obviously, the Korean skincare is like amazing. So maybe we'll get some facials.
Korean fashion, just the culture. I just want to know.
Modern and historical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we can go to like the palaces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure we will do that on the tour too. So yeah, and then here, while we're here waiting to go on the tour, we are going to not only just update you guys on our search and all that, but we hopefully will do some fun videos. We're gonna try some Korean snacks, some Korean food,
Maybe some Korean makeup
Yeah.
trends. I think
just like Korean twins trying to be Korean,
in America,
right?
who know nothing about being
Right.
Korean
Just us trying to
except
figure
the
out.
way we look. But I hope you guys enjoy this journey, and I hope you guys, you guys bring a lot of support to us, and it gives us the confidence to do this. So thank you for
we
that.
are not YouTubers, but we have so many friends that are like, what's going on when your journey? Tell me all about it. Tell me your story. Oh my, they're so happy for us that we
And
get
I think
to go
we
to
do have a
Korea.
unique story.
Yeah, we do, definitely. And so many people love and support us in our journey that we want to share it, and we want to share it with not only our friends but people that we don't know that might be interested in it as well. And yeah.
So please share our vlog. Is that what they call it?
Yes, it's a vlog.
Okay, vlog. And thank you for all your support, and we will see you soon for our snacky video.
Yes, next video it will be us trying some Korean snacks and drinks.
We
and
went
ice
very
cream.
mild, yes.
Yeah.
We went very mild this time. We'll try to be a little bit more adventurous next time.
If you have a question for us, just leave it in the comments below, and we'll answer it on our next video when we're trying our snacks. And hopefully we'll have some more snacks. This is stuff I think we'll like. But I told her, we're gonna go back and get stuff that we have no idea what it says and try it, because there was a lot of stuff there that was not translated, and it looked really spicy. So, and then hopefully we'll visit some Korean places in America. She has a corn dog place in Michigan up there, H Mart, some sushi places. So yeah, we're excited. We're so excited, and we're so appreciative of everybody who is watching this.
Thank you, and we will see you soon.
Bye.